Yo, what's good, fam? It's your man Jay. I'm back with another episode of Evolutionary Comics, and in my efforts to pick up on my content, I'm picking up on my content. Alright, so basically today I'm gonna go over my top 5 books that I just picked up the day before yesterday for New Comic Book Day, June 26th, I believe it was, something like that. And then I'm gonna tell you about some books that I picked up. But yeah, so I'm going to make it real quick so you guys can get into the books, because I'm going to tell you about some stuff that you are definitely going to want to go out and read if you haven't read it already. If you have read it already, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you guys are reading. Let me know what you guys are, feeling as far as all the books, because, hey, it was like over like 100 and something books that actually came out on Wednesday, and this is just 5. I usually pick up anywhere from, I would say, 7 to 10 books each week, and the ones that didn't make it, it's just because I don't got all that time to tell y'all about everything, all the goodness. And some of them, yeah, some of them are falling off, and they probably won't appear in my pull list again, but these top 5, they definitely will. So let me tell you about a rook, a panther, a pigeon, some animals. Who else we got? Some vampires, some Moon Knight people. Yeah. So anyway, without further ado, let's get it! Alright, man. Hey, I don't know if y'all like that or not, but that's kind of like, I guess it's like a little marketing ploy. Everybody has to have a catchphrase. My catchphrases happen to be, let's get it. Also, continue to evolve. But if y'all like that, if you don't like it, I don't care. I'm going to keep saying it because I like it. Hit me in the comments, let me know what you feel, and give me some feedback. Also, like, comment, subscribe to my videos, and I very, very, very much appreciate you joining me for another video. Alright, so going into these books real quick, the first book I got is The Sacrificers, and this is by Rick Remender and Max Famara, and I've been telling you guys about this book for the longest. I keep saying how I believe that it is a underrated series. I haven't heard anybody else talking about it, like across the board, whether it's, blurs or it's, the mainstream comics. Nobody's talking about it really. And I believe that it's, doing good in sales because it's already on issue 9. Yeah, we getting up there. But Rick Remender always does a great job. He is a really, really dope writer. I enjoy his work. But in this particular book, show it to you so you know what I'm talking about. And I don't remember if there was multiple covers of this one, but it's gotten to the point where I usually try to pick up multiple covers, but this one was dope enough as it is. And basically it opens up where Pigeon, who is the main character, and yes, he's a blue pigeon, he leaves his village. His village has been destroyed, his family has been killed, and he was one of the sacrifices. He broke away from where he was being sacrificed. They were basically melting down all of these people to drink their souls. So the souls were going to provide essence for the gods to continue to do what they do and live a rich, aristocratic lifestyle or whatever. So it's kind of like where the rich are sucking the soul out of the poor. So I get that analogy. I think that's really dope, and as far as this book goes. And I don't know if Rick, that's what his intention was, but with all great art, literary art, physical art, anything like that, it is the interpretation of the person that's consuming that art, and I get that. So it's really dope. But anyway, Pigeon goes back, and he's on this revenge tour, and in this particular book, he comes across 2 individuals, Lord Aquatica, who is like, he's almost like Poseidon, he's the master of the seas or whatever, and Luxurum, who is his like I ain't gonna say it's his side chick, because she's actually cheating. She's married to another god, but she's cheating with Lord Aquatica, And Lord Aquatica, I don't think he got no lady or nothing like that. But anyway, Pigeon come through and gives them some justice, so to speak. So it's really dope. The artwork is really dope. I'm gonna let you guys take a real quick peek. This is Pigeon doing work. He getting busy, getting his revenge. But like I say, the artwork matches up with the words that are written. It's really written very well. I enjoy this particular series coming out each week. And I got my little notes here. And I gave this one 3 slabs. It might have got 3.5. It's somewhere close like that. If upon a reread, I may give it a 3.5 because it really pushes the story along. And the only thing that I would really like knock it down was simply because some of the other books were a little bit more dynamic. I guess I was a little bit thirsty for some of my other books that I picked up. So that's the only reason. But this is an excellent read. You guys should definitely go pick it up and put it in your pull list. Alright, so the next book I picked up, and this one is like, I said 5, but this is like my top 6 because I got 2 number 4s. So anyway, it ties into the Blood Hunt series, and this is Vengeance of Moon Knight, and this happens to be the Big Marvels cover done by my man Scotty Young. And this was a dope book because this also pushes the narrative of the entire story from Blood Hunt. And some of those books, they're not really, to me, they're not really doing anything for the main story. They're not helping the main story, and that's, to me, that's what like those tie-ins are supposed to do. They're supposed to tell a story that you can read, and then you say, oh, that's why this happened in the main issue. But this one happens to do that, and that's why I love this one so much. I like Moon Knight. Moon Knight, the original Moon Knight is dead. He's not even here. So there's another Moon Knight that that he's off doing whatever. But the people that he left behind, Reese, Soldier, and 8-Ball. 8-Ball used to be a villain. He was like a little 2-bit villain, like, you know, a little scrub. But he decided that he wanted to be better, so he joined the Midnight Mission, and now he's hanging out with Reese and Soldier. Soldier is a real cool dude. He's been through a lot. He got turned into a vampire, and inadvertently, because a bullet went through Reese, and the blood from that bullet went into him, and that turned him into a vampire. So he's always been like true to his name, a soldier. So he's down for the cause. He's really somebody who will do anything for the Midnight Mission and to help people. Reese, she used to be, you know, I think, I don't want to say Jake's assistant, Mark's assistant, maybe Mark's assistant, but she was an assistant at the Midnight Mission before the original Mark died or whatever. So she ended up getting turned into a vampire at some point. I honestly forget how she got turned into one, but you know, Mark helped her, Moon Knight helped her. So he helped her get back to, you know, being somewhat of a normal person. So she's a good vampire. She's not affected by everything that's going on, but she is affected by not having blood. So she needs to have blood to sustain her. But she's going through a lot of stuff. She's emotional because she's still so grounded as far as being a human. But she's saving people, and they're all saving people until at the end of this book, something happens, and I will just say the tie-in is all with Khonshu. And it's not Khonshu with the Ultimates creating havoc with the Ultimate Black Panther series, but this is Khonshu that usually rocks with Moon Knight. He don't be up to no good sometimes too, but it's a great read. I gave this one 3.5 slabs. I love the artwork. Everything was dope. It's kind of like in line with the rest of the artwork that's been going on in this Moon Knight series. Like I said, this is Vengeance of Moon Knight. Actually, I didn't say the number, but it is number 6, and it is a tie-in to the Blood Hunt event. So y'all check that out too. Alright, so the next book I have is actually Midnight Suns number 2, and this is the second in the 3-part series, and again, it's tied to the Blood Hunt. So this one is really dope. As you see, Scotty Young put his Big Marvels imprint on it. It's real dope. That sounded kind of weird. I guess I have to say pause, but anyway, the artwork is cool, but the story is actually better because it actually ties into the whole Blood Hunt series, just like I said with Moon Knight. The thing about this one, it tells the story of Danny Ketch, Johnny Blaze, Victoria Montessori, who is one of the daughters of the elder god Chthon, Tulip, who happens to be, I guess, one of Blade's ex-girlfriends or whatever. But she was introduced by Brian Edward Hill, who actually, yeah, he actually wrote this as well. So I had to remember because I forgot that quick. Anyway, but yeah, him and Jermaine Peralta did the artwork. And so Tulip, I guess, because I haven't heard of her before, I've never heard of her before, but she is actually one of Blade's like ex-girlfriends or whatever. But she's joined the Midnight Suns to try to help out and figure out what the heck is going on with Blade. That has been their main mission. They are trying to figure out how to reverse everything that's going on with the world, try to bring the sun back. But I think honestly that the group of them, because they're all so close, and it's the Midnight Suns, which Blade was a part of, I think that's their main mission, is to find out what's up with him and either save him or kill him. So this one, I gave this one also a 3.5 slabs. But it ties into the story. So if you're trying to figure out what books tie in, what books don't tie in, this one does. So y'all pick this one up as well. Alright, so this next book is actually the Blood Hunt main series. So no more tie-ins. This is the one that's written by Jed McKay, Pepe Larraz, and Marte Garcia. The A is in a different place, so I mean the R and the A are switched. So Garcia, I guess, which is almost like Grazie. What's up, Grazie? That's one of my wife's co-workers. Yeah, her name is Grazie. But Garcia, I guess that's how you say it. Anyway, I'm spending too much time on that. I apologize. But this is the red band edition. Of course, I took the poly bag off, and this is number 4 of 5. Let you guys check out that cover, because I got a bunch of these covers, a couple of different ones, and this one is dope. So basically, Doctor Strange and Clea, I guess her name is Clea, whatever her name is, his girlfriend, his wife, they go to see Dr. Doom, and they're trying to get Dr. Doom to help them, you know, change the earth, trying to battle Blade and figure out what's going on. So Dr. Doom being a jerk, you know, saying, yeah, I got this on lock, I got my people safe, so, you know, what I need with y'all. And they're saying that they need his help, but he's being difficult because that's what Dr. Doom does. The fact that he's being even more difficult is he's already gone to Strange Academy and got the students from Strange Academy to come with him back to Latveria, however you say it, and they're basically just waiting for Doctor Strange and them to get there. So it's so crazy because he had to play all that game. Y'all ever had that homeboy that just, he know it don't really be your homeboy, it be like your parents, that they know they gonna do something for you, but they play this game and be like, yeah, you know, well, why should I do it? And that him and Han make you go through a bunch of hoops, and then at the end they already know that they're gonna do it for you. I guess that's a parent thing. I don't know. I don't know if I'm petty like that or not, but you gotta ask my kids. But the thing about this particular book, and I wanted to show this particular page, is if you look at the artwork here, this is why this one elevated above some of the other books. Not only does it push the story along, and it keeps within the continuity of what's going on in Blood Hunt, but the artwork actually is telling the story itself. So you don't just need the words that you're reading, but if you look around, the artwork pushes the story, and that is what makes an excellent comic book. That, to me, that's what pushes it. So I gave this one, I didn't write the number down, so I'm going to give this one a 4 right off. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give this one a 4. It's almost perfect. What would have made it perfect, I can't tell you, because I guess I don't really give anything a 5 just yet. But yeah, so this is close to it. This actually, I'm gonna give this a 4.5. I'm gonna give this one a 4.5. Let that go down in the history books, and just like in the 5 mics in the source one, this one gets 4.5. I don't know if it's gonna come back and nah, because nothing super epic happens. That's why it's a 4.5. Nothing super epic, but it leads up to something that's about to be epic. So y'all check it out. Anyway, this was a great read. I hope you guys are reading it because this is one of the best series out. And yeah, y'all definitely need to check it out. All right, so, and the only thing, I guess, between Blood Hunt and this next book, they kind of like made them flip-flop to where this one is number 2 on my list, is because I'm so amped about the whole series. The whole series has been super dope. I'm like on the edge of my seat every week waiting for this particular book to come out. And it is because I am just like most blurs, I'm an extreme Black Panther fan. So this is Ultimate Black Panther, also being written by the great Brian Edward Hill. And this is absolutely dope. All right, so basically what's going on here, you got T'Challa and Shuri and Storm, and they're trying to figure out what this stuff is and how it's affecting things and why do Ra and Khonshu want it so bad. So it's like in a spot where T'Challa and Shuri they got it where it's protected, so they think, and they're keeping it away from Khonshu and Ra, but they still don't really know what it is. So T'Challa goes to the Voodoo Khan and is like, hey, y'all stop playing these games, stop playing these little teeter-tot games or whatever. Tell me what this is. Tell me what you know, because you know more than you telling me. And they being typical, you know, trying to be funny or whatever and playing games where you gotta, you know, you have to use your inner thoughts, all this other stuff. But T'Challa ain't got time for that. He's trying to save Wakanda and the rest of the world. So anyway, the Voodoo Khan tells T'Challa just a little bit, doesn't reveal too much, but they end up figuring out that whatever this stuff is, it is the opposite of vibranium. So that's like something huge. To me, that's epic because it's the introduction of a new substance that's just as strong as vibranium. And I guess it's not on the more technological side of it or whatever. It's more on the organic side, which makes it extremely, extremely powerful. Because I ain't going to tell y'all too much, but it makes it powerful. So y'all check it out. So I believe that this is going to be a key issue. I don't know if it's marked down so far as a key book, but the simple fact that they explain what this stuff is and what it has the power to do, the fact that its relationship with vibranium is a key point in Wakandan history. If it was the 616, I guess. It's still just the ultimate universe. I tell you, man, listen. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, that's what Rob be doing. What up, Rob? Anyway, that's what it's something that, you know, is so epic that's why Brian Edward Hill should be writing the main Black Panther story right now. There should be a main one in the 616, one that actually affects everything that goes on in Marvel, because everything is based off the 616. That's like the root level universe. But I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do it. So anyway, that is what's going on in this particular book. I give this one a 4.5 as well, simply because of that particular event. Think that's excellent. It's super, super dope. And like I said, I've been anticipating it coming out. Now that it's out, I'm happy. And I was happy for about 5 minutes. And then I'm like, damn, how long is it before issue 6 comes out? And I'm looking to see how many weeks I have to wait until issue 6. So I am fully dialed in to Ultimate Black Panther, as you should be as well. And like my man Chillmonger says, when you go pick up your copy, pick up one for your friend, pick up one for your cousins, pick up extra covers, the variant covers, do all of that, because we're going to support T'Challa until Marvel gets their head out of the wallet, wherever they wallet be at. Yeah. Till they get that together and recast T'Challa, we're going to ride out and we're gonna support our characters, especially the King of Wakanda. In fact, the King of Black Comics, in my opinion. But I digress. Alright, so this last book, I am going to tell, man, look, for it to be #1 and it to hold sway over Ultimate Black Panther, and the way I feel about Brian Edward Hill's writing and that particular character, for this one to be #1 over that one, that means that this had to be a hell of an issue. And I don't know who all out there is reading it, but you definitely need to pick it up. you definitely need to give it a shot. If you thought Geiger was cool and you thought Junkyard Joe was a good read and everything within that universe, you gotta be reading Rook Exodus. I'm telling you, Jeff Johns, Jason Fabok, them dudes is really doing it with this particular book. I am completely like caught up into it. Like I say, I'm dialed in. And with this particular book, I'm gonna tell you, you got characters like Rook, who is like connected to the Crows. You got Direwolf, who is a female. Her name's Donica, but she's dialed into the Direwolves. Who else we got? I wrote it down just so I wouldn't forget. So basically, the story is Rook and Direwolf. They're going to this place called the Wildlife Grid, and they're gonna meet with this dude Carpace. He's like the master of the turtles, like giant turtles, to the point where they built like these big old structures on the back of these turtles. But anyway, they're going to the Wildlife Grid, and they're basically trying to get everybody together so they can fight, you know, the evil, which the evil is Ursa. And he's like the big grizzly bear, the one I told y'all in the last video about how he had these 20-foot giant bears that was just straight mauling people. They killed the homie, what's his name, Pig. So he was like in control of like the wild boars and the wild pigs and everything. But Ursa killed the man. They took his helmet and gave it to one of his homeboys, who now he's the one that's like in charge of the pigs or whatever. And they're coming for everybody else. So in this particular book, they introduced Reynard the Fox, Arachnid the Spider. Who else they got? They got Hardhead the Ram. They got Stag the Deer, Matterhorn the Goat. They got Locust. In fact, I'm gonna just show y'all some of these characters. So yeah, this is the page with all of those people that I just mentioned. Y'all check them out. The artwork is hella dope, man. I'm telling you, the artwork is detailed and colored in just right. You got Tentaco the buffalo. You got Jack Rabbit the hare. You got Glacier the polar bear. Vermin the rat. You got Cockerel the rooster. Keita the mountain lion. And that damn Ursa the bear. So pretty much, I don't know who all is on Ursa's side. But that's another shot of, you know, full page of what's going on and where they're going. And so like I said, I don't know who all is on Ursa's side, but he's there. He's there to kick some ass and take some names and do whatever. But man, I'm telling you, check out the artwork. Like I said, whenever the cover, you'll see the cover, matches the words, great storytelling. And then you have pictures that all tie it in and push the story along. That's an excellent comic book. It's excellent. This is damn near perfect. And it's issue 3, and issue 1 and 2 were just as good in my opinion. This is gonna go down as one of the best series out. Like I said, I don't know who's reading it, who's not, but it is a really, really dope series, and you need to have it in your pool. You need to go check it out, regardless of who's writing it. Hey, Jeff Johns is doing a hell of a job. The man has a reputation for doing a great job. Y'all, please, please go check it out. So when you buy your Black Panther book, you buy this one too. Alright, so that is my top 5, my little top 5 review of great books that I picked up this past week. I'm going to do a little recap, and I'm going to open something. Alright, so this part, I'm going to show you guys some books that I picked up that I've actually been trying to buy more books. And yeah, they're related to comics, but they're regular book format, but they tie into everything that I be talking about. So if you're into comic books and you're blurred, these are books that you may want to add to your collection, because to me, they are integral books to a comic book collector, especially the stuff that blurs read. So anyway, I'm going to make it quick, and I'm going to tell you all about Protectors of Wakanda. I picked this one up a couple weeks ago. This is by Karama Horn. I think I'm saying her name right. Yeah, I guess I'm saying it right. But anyway, it's Black Panther, Protectors of Wakanda, a history and training manual of the Dora Milaje from the Marvel Universe. So basically, this is about the Dora Milaje, and which, if you don't know, that means adored ones. And they started out like, I guess this is going to be, I guess this is what's considered retcon, what she says in this particular book, as opposed to in the beginning when they were first introduced. in Black Panther 1, I believe. Back then, the Dora Milaje were basically, they were like the concubines of the king. They were like the harem, basically wives in training. And I guess, you know, that's something that that didn't fit the narrative of today's world. So Karama Horn went back and she rewrote their history. I personally liked it when they didn't talk to anybody but, you know, T'Challa, to whoever was the king. I liked it when they were the wives in training. But I guess I could see also from the woman's perspective that, you know, that's not really fair, and you know, it can be construed as a little misogynistic. So I get it. So this is something that I wanted to read, because when it first came out, I was like, I ain't reading that crap. I'm not, you know, because you know, I enjoyed the old way of T'Challa and Black Panther, you know, with with Okoye and Nakia, you know, when they were first introduced, how, you know, it was two young women that, you know, they protected T'Challa. They, you know, they were his assistants. They kicked some butt, everything. Like, I like that, you know, but, you know, that's me being a man. So I'm gonna check this out. I've read, like I said, chapter 1. I read a little bit. I jumped around because it is it's written in sections. So you guys check this out. It's a really good read so far, and I have to say that it is changing my mind, and I'm digging the way that Miss Horn actually wrote this. Next book I picked up also a couple weeks ago was Black Panther T'Challa Declassified, and this was written by Maurice Brodus, and this is another dope book that takes a deep dive into basically the character of T'Challa, and it also talks about like how some of the other people viewed him, some of the people around him, the other characters, Chiang Meyer, you know, just different people, their opinions of him. So this is a really good read. I've also just dug into this one, probably like maybe 1 to 2 chapters so far, but it is really good so far. So you guys want to check that out. And if you watch my last video, you will see where I was talking about the Book of Vishanti. This is basically, it says a magical exploration of the Marvel Universe. And this is feeding my need to understand the magical side of the Marvel Universe, because I want to learn more about what Doctor Strange and Brother Voodoo, Dr. Voodoo's powers are, their capabilities, so I can be more educated so I can write something. So anyway, I picked that up, and the only gripe I have so far is it doesn't have a section that talks about Dr. Voodoo. And like I said, he's a slept-on character, and it's crazy to me because it's so difficult to get a Strange Tales 169 in a higher quality, in a better condition book. And you know, it's like y'all use the character a little bit in Strange Academy, y'all use it a little bit here, but he can't, what's up, he can't get his own run. Anyway, I hope to change that, and that's why I'm reading this. So y'all check this out as well. Alright, so the last book, now I ordered this book some time ago, and I don't know exactly why it was delayed or whatever, but I'm happy that it came. It's so bad that I had actually forgot about it. I'm telling you, I completely forgot about it. I came home today, and my daughter was like, "You got a book?" And I was like, "A book?" And first thing, you know me, I'm thinking it's a comic book or something. And then when I picked it up, it had some weight to it. So when I picked it up, I actually knew what it was. And for anybody who is diving into the history of the Invisible Men, the Trailblazing Black Artists of Comic Books, and this is written by Ken Quattro. And I'm super happy to have this because I have seen this time and time again on other people's pages. Other people have talked about it. I've seen it in other people's videos. And basically, I really don't know a lot about, you know, a lot of the artists, you know. So I get a lot of stuff. My man Rico, shout out to Rico. I get some stuff from, you know, tidbits that he says. Big Phil, he's been doing this documentary. I'm gonna put that below so you guys can check that out, because I think there's gonna be like I don't know if it comes out next month or what the case may be. my memory is bad. I'll be forgetting. But anyway, like following people like that and just learning from people like that. My man James, JT from Black Comic Lords, a lot of stuff from D-Flood, from Blurred Core. All of this is the way I have been learning about, you know, comic books. Not just reading them, but knowing about the history. And it's a difference because you can just sit here and read a comic book all day and just be superficial. And I did that for years and years. So now I'm learning more deeply about comic books and the history of the artwork, the people that are actually doing the artwork. And that's a beautiful thing for me, because that's something that I really wanted to get into. I love to know, I love knowledge. My father instilled in me the quest to get as much knowledge in this brain as I possibly can. At first I was resistant, you know, wanted to go out and play. I didn't want to read no books, but I'm glad my dad is a persistent father and a great father, a great man who taught me, you know, read a book, damn it. Anyway, so I'm happy to have this book in my library now. I am definitely going to get into it. You got Reginald Hudlin, Keith Knight, Calvin Reed, a lot of dope people. William Foster, Professor William Foster, a lot of dope people that that have a lot of good stuff to say about this book. I'm gonna show you guys some interior work. Man, Speed Jackson. So, man, this is gonna be really dope. This is, let me get to where, there you go. I'm trying to make sure you can see that. I don't know what this is. So Clarence Matthew Baker. I've heard a lot about this guy. Mr. Rico Jones is one of the first guys that I've ever heard talk about him, and it's been really dope to kind of learn a little bit more. That's his epic Phantom Lady cover. Yeah, I'm gonna be well versed at the end of this book. I'm gonna be caught up. I'm telling y'all, Rico, I'm gonna know what I'm looking at. And this is great, because this is one of the things where, you know, if you really want to be a connoisseur of the art, of the culture, the hobby, however you want to call it, of black comic books and of comic books in general, you got to study the history of the people that created it. It gives you a better insight into knowing more about what you're reading. You understand things on a deeper level. And that's what I hope to do. Elton Clay Fax and George Dewey Lipscomb, The Progressive and the Professor. So anyway, I could do this all day. I could sit here and just keep going through and just talking about people. Some of the people I see, right, Adolphus Barreau Grapon, Elmer Cecil Stoner, Robert Savon Pius, J. Paul Jackson, one time for the Jackson fam, Owens Charles Middleton, Clarence Matthew Baker, Ezra Clyde Jackson, 2 times for the Jackson fam, Alfonso Green. It's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people. So it's going to be historical. I'm going to check this out, and I'm going to show this book off, and you can check it out because I'm going to put it on my Instagram so you guys can see that. My camera needs to catch up. I don't know why it's slowing down. But anyway, that's all I got, man. That's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys will continue to like, comment, subscribe, continue to talk to me. Hit me up on Instagram at Evolutionary Comics. You can find me on Twitter. I think my Twitter is Comic Evolution. I'm on Facebook, Evolutionary Comics or Jay Malik. Yeah, holla at your boy. Continue to evolve. Do the damn thing. It's your man Jay. I'm out. Peace.